Hey YouTubers, this your boy Amari Points here, bringing you the latest movie review. Today I'm doing my newest movie review on The Addams Family 2, which is the sequel to the first animated Addams Family. So this movie is basically about the Addams family taking a cross-country trip throughout the U.S. And Wednesday, she's getting older. She doesn't like really being around her parents that much, as most teenagers are. They don't want to be around their parents like that. And let me tell you, this movie was it was good and somewhat not good. It did have a couple of funny moments in there, but still, it's the Addams family. What can you do? They're the most weirdest, creepiest family that we have ever seen. And let me tell you, this movie was just a lot of fun to watch. First off are the positives. The first positive is that we see Uncle Fester being Uncle Fester, going through weird changes and everything, which is odd. And at the beginning of the movie, you'll see why he's changing. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, because when you honestly watch the beginning of the movie, you'll know why he's going through these type of changes. And the second positive is that we see the same cast that was in the first movie in this second one, like Oscar Isaac, Charlize Theron, and Chloe Varts, I believe, who was in the Tom and Jerry movie, and a bunch of other new characters like Bill Hader and many more. I actually enjoyed seeing a bunch of the new characters as well, like Bill Hader. I can't tell you, he's the main villain, and I can't tell you what he's trying to do, because when you see the movie, you'll find out for yourself, and you'll know why he's doing what he's doing. And Oscar Isaac as Mr. Addams, the father, he is fantastic as this role. And eventually, you at the beginning of the movie, you kind of like don't like him, but as the movie progresses, you see that he's a loving, caring father who cares about his kids and everything. And all in all, still, it's nice to see some of the old cast and the new cast back in this movie, because it wouldn't be the Addams Family if we didn't have the original characters from the first movie. And another positive is the moral of the story is that, honestly, no matter how old you get, you honestly never outgrow your family. Even if they're not related by blood or anything, you still take the time of the day to just be with them and everything. I think that's the one thing I love most about this movie, is that, well, it just has a good meaning to it. It's definitely the most important thing to this movie, and I honestly enjoyed that moral of the story. I really legit did, because that's a good moral without a doubt. And also, on to the negatives, guys. The one negative is that, well, the jokes. Some of the jokes did land, but some of them didn't really land for me. And I kind of didn't enjoy, sorry guys. I really kind of didn't enjoy most of them, because some of the jokes really didn't have me laughing in this movie. Like the first Addams Family, it really didn't have me like laughing. Same with this one. I honestly just couldn't have a good laugh whatsoever with this movie, because I thought the jokes, again, it could have been better if the jokes actually worked in this movie, instead of just having them be boring and bland whatsoever. It's just, the jokes were really, really bland. No lie, they were. And like, another negative is that the fights between Wednesday and Pugsley, they kind of get old. they kind of like really get old. But honest, but also I can understand their brothers and sisters. They're supposed to fight, but some of the fights like legit go really too far. It's a kids movie, and there's some stuff that I think little kids in this movie aren't. Little kids who go see this movie aren't kind of like meant to see, because we don't want little kids scarred for life after seeing the sequel to the Addams Family, because it's important for little kids to enjoy themselves and just have a fun time watching this movie, in my opinion. And again, the fights between Wednesday and Pugsley, they go way too far. And another negative I have is that, well, honestly, we could have gotten more of Snoop Dogg's character. We only see him. You guys already know Snoop Dogg's character, the guy with the long hair and everything. Yeah, he wasn't really in the movie this much, but it could have been better if he was, because I enjoy his character, and it would have been nice if we didn't honestly like see him in like practically a little scenes. But honestly, if he stayed around for the whole movie, I would honestly be cool with that. That's one of the biggest problems I had. Snoop Dogg is a really cool character, and seeing him in this movie would have been a whole lot better. Don't get me wrong, it was awesome to see him in a few scenes, but if he was in there like a whole lot more, I would have been cool with it. Instead of just having him in the little scenes, like, honestly, why would you do our boy Snoop Dogg like that? Come on. Put him next. If there is a slight third movie, give his character more scenes, and honestly, have him do a whole bunch of funny stuff with the Addams Family. And that's it for my positives and negatives. On to my rant. The movie itself, again, it kind of was great, but somewhat bland. Again, some of the little kids might enjoy this movie and have a fun time, but as for adults who grew up with the Addams Family, I don't think they might. I don't think they might honestly have a fun time with this. If they're adults, I think you just probably will want to probably wait until the movie is over to go and honestly just forget it. But if you're a kid, you'll definitely want to go check out this movie. You'll for sure want to go check out this movie and just have a fun time, have a few good laughs, and everything. But don't get me wrong, there were a lot of fun moments in this movie that I really did enjoy. I straight up did. And all in all, still a fun movie that gives a good message that family is important no matter how embarrassing they are. They just love you and will always be in your life. That's the main message I believe they were giving. It was still a heartwarming movie with a great ending to it. And also Bill Hader as the main villain. You'll legit honestly see why he's interested in Wednesday and all that other stuff if you've seen the trailers and everything. I honestly think that Bill Hader as the villain, he was legit bland, but still enjoyable to watch. I think he was a good villain. Definitely a good villain in a way. And that's it for my rant. On to the rating. I give the Addams Family, hang on, a solid C, because don't get me wrong, the jokes in this movie did land, some of them didn't, and the main villain that was played by Bill Hader, he was Mr. Strange. No, it's not Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme. It's just Mr. Strange. He played that Bill Hader as that villain. He was kind of bland. It could have been better if they made him more interesting and more villainous. And again, Snoop Dogg's character, he wasn't in this movie that much. I would have loved to see him in this movie more, because they need to give, if there is a third movie, give the character more screen time instead of little screen time. And seeing Wednesday do her thing along with the rest of the Addams family is just fantastic. And if we do get a third movie, please give the character more screen time, and have the Addams family do some weird random stuff as always. But all in all, still a good movie. If you're a little kid, you'll definitely enjoy this movie. No joke, you really will. But still, again, it does have some flaws, and I still definitely think you guys are going to enjoy it. And that's it for my movie review, guys. Don't forget to like, comment down below on what you guys thought of the Addams Family 2. Subscribe and share with everyone you know, and press the little notification bell to get notified when my next movie review is going to be. I will see you guys soon. Take care and God bless. Peace.